Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my 2016 favorites. And just a disclaimer, like not all of these products were made in 2016, but they're just the products that I find myself like constantly reaching for over the year. So let's get right into it. And I'm going to start with like the non-makeup category. So the first thing is this fresh coconut and watermelon hemp lotion. I know it looks like I haven't used a lot, but this is my second bottle. So this stuff smells really good. It smells more watermelon than it does coconut, but it's just super good. And it's organic, or not organic, but vegan and cruelty free. It might be organic. Don't know, don't quote me on that. And then for hair care, I use BioTerra for color treated hair for shampoo and conditioner, but I left it in my shower and don't want to go get it. But I also use the BioTerra Long and Healthy 3-minute moisturizing mask. Sorry about the glare. And I use this once a week. It smells great and it works amazingly. And then when my hair styled, like today, which doesn't happen very often, I use the Oscar Blondie Hair Lift Thickening and Strengthening Mousse. I love this stuff. It doesn't smell very good. It kind of smells like nothing, a little lemony, but it works really well. And when you squeeze it out, like don't be alarmed because it comes out really runny, but if you wait like 2 seconds, then it'll get moussier. And then let's move into my favorite mask is the Hey Honey Take It Off Exfoliating Honey Peel Off Mask. I use this thing so much that I need a new one. Like I don't have a full size, but I really need to buy a full size. And then this was my like go-to moisturizer, the Renewed Hope in a Jar by Philosophy. As you can see, it is gone. And I love this stuff, but honestly, I haven't repurchased it simply because I've been loving this one too. And this is the Carrot and Rose Hydrating Cream by Seraphine Botanicals. And I love this stuff. Like, if you don't like carrot, you're not going to like this because it smells really, really strongly of carrot. But it is so good for your skin. Like, my skin will be completely dry, and it normally is. And I'll put this on, and it'll just be, like, magic. I love it so much. And then I also love this one for the nighttime. It's the Yes to Grapefruit Correct and Repair Pore Perfection Night Treatment. Just like this. It's just really good. It's kind of cool because it's like, pop this tab off, and you, like, push this down to get the product out. But this is really good too. Don't use it before you put on makeup though, because it leaves your skin a little bit like greasy feeling. But if you leave it on overnight like you're supposed to, when you wake up your skin is super soft. I love it. Sorry if I keep looking over here, but my cat is back there distracting me. So then let's just move in to face products. My first thing I normally do is primer, obviously. So my favorite primers that I've been going to are the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Sorry if I'm like speeding through this, but I have a lot to talk about. And you saw this in my Ride or Die if you watched that, which I love this stuff. Then I also love, which I might actually love more than that one, this is the Mirabella Prime for face. And this is like the silicone kind. So if you don't like that, like the I can't think right now, but it's really nice. I really like it. It's kind of expensive. I think it's like $24, but I do really like it. And then, I don't do this very often, but when I do, this is the product I use. If I want like a shimmery glow to my skin, I'll put this on before my foundation. It's the Physicians Formula Argan Oil, and I do really like this stuff. It's just like a little medicine dropper type. You just squeeze that out. And it's kind of intimidating when you first squeeze it out because it's really gold. So you just rub it and it's so pretty. It's just like a really subtle sheen. I really like it. But I don't do that like every day. Just on days I want extra glow. My all-time favorite foundation is Too Faced Born This Way. This is not my color. Really need to get my actual color. This is in the shade Ivory. I think I'm in the shade Snow. About as pale as they come. But I do really, really love this concealer. It's like a full coverage without feeling heavy. Like you feel like you have no makeup on. And it's just a really, really pretty finish. Then for those days when you do want to feel like you have makeup on and you want a really heavy foundation, I love the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. This is also not my color, but I'm really pale. So I need a lighter shade in this as well. This looks really nice too. It's really heavy and it smells kind of weird. It smells like Play-Doh-y, but it leaves a really nice finish. And then this foundation, I haven't had it very long, but it's quickly become a really favorite of mine. I don't remember what it's called. It's the e.l.f. foundation that I talked about in my No Brushes Makeup Challenge. And I know I was like hating on it in there, but when you put this on with a brush and actually do what you're supposed to with your makeup, it finishes really nicely. Like, it's the one I'm wearing today, and I really like it. So, that's become a favorite really quick. Then from there, I usually go into powders. You've already seen this in my favorites, my Ride or Die. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Finishing Powder. It's really, really messy, so if you don't want a mess on your hands, I would steer clear of this. I really like it for baking. And then I found this new or it's not really new, and I found it because I heard Jaclyn Hill, I think, raving about it. And it's the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I bought this to bake specifically, but I didn't read the back of it, and I just grabbed the one that said translucent, and it was in the wrong spot. So this is actually naturally neutral, but I do really like this for setting the face. So I didn't get it for what I intended to, but it still works out, and I still really like it. And then for contouring, of course, Kat Von D Shade and Light. You already know that if you watched my Ride or Die. Specifically, these two shades. I'm hitting pan there, about to hit pan here. I don't really use these for unless I'm using it for like an eye look, which I do sometimes. If you forget your eyeshadow for some reason and you brought this on like traveling or anything, this will work well for eyeshadow. Just a little like crease contour for your eye. It's really pretty. But yeah, so that's really all I have to say about that. And then if I cream contour, which is rare, but I do sometimes, and if I cream contour, the only product I use is this, the Wet n Wild Dual Ended Contour Stick. And looks like this. This is the light one, so there's the contour color. It's kind of dark, but it works once you blend it out. I don't really love the highlight stick part, but I always highlight over it anyway. So I do really like this product though, even though I'm not a huge cream contour person. But butter bronzer, no surprise there. This is my favorite bronzer. It smells so good. It smells like coconuts. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm not wearing all of these products, but everything I'm wearing today, I will talk about. So I'm wearing this today over my contour. I really love it. But I also really love the Sonia Kashuk Knockout Beauty. I love the packaging, first of all. Let's talk about that for a second. It's so pretty. This was for domestic abuse, I think. I don't remember, but this line was for something. I think it was domestic abuse awareness, but I could be wrong. Probably am. And then on the mirror, I don't want to blind you, but it says you are beautiful. And then it's just like engraved in there, the little, I can't, why can't I think? The boxing gloves are engraved in there, and it's really pretty. It's a lot more subtle than the butter bronzer, but it gives like a really naturally golden finish. I forgot to talk about concealer, so let's jump back to that. First, for color correcting, which is something I also don't do all the time, but when I do, NYX is what I like to use. It's the HD concealer, which I haven't tried the actual concealer from this, but I really want to based on these. I really like them. So I have the green one and the yellow one. They both work really well. I don't have a lot of redness except when like the wind's really acting up and when the wind really acts up. I cannot talk today. I say that in every video, I swear. But I get really red through here if it's really windy and my cat is back here making noise. Or if it's like a sunburn, which doesn't happen very often either because I don't go in the sun. And then the yellow for under eyes, which is really amazing. And then this I use for blemishes, which I don't really use this very often, but the Heavy Duty Glamouflage by Hard Candy. It's really nice, but this is the lightest shade they have, and it's like slightly too dark. So I just use that for blemishes instead of highlighting. But you already know what's coming next. The Urban Decay Naked Skin is my absolute favorite concealer. There's my cat. And I love this for highlighting. And I just, under my eyes, nose, everywhere. It's my favorite. For blush, I don't wear a ton of blush, so I only have one that I really like, and that is the Wet n Wild Color Icon in the Princess Daiquiris. It's one of the ombre blushes. Looks like this. It was also in my Ride or Die. And then for face palette, this also has some blushes in it, but I do use these too. It's the Jaclyn Hill set. I love this. And it's got Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop in it, Rose Spritz, Amaretto, and Pamplemousse. So I do love this set. It's also in my Ride or Die, so I'm not going to talk about it a ton. Let's move on to eyebrows. If I do my eyebrows completely like I did today, then I will use the Bodycology set that I talked about in my Ride or Die, and then I will set it with the Eyebrow Gal clear brow gel. No, that's right. And it's clear and water resistant. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. But if I don't do like a full brow and I just kind of fill them in, which I do a lot too, because I have pretty full brows naturally, but they're just like sparse in some areas. But if I don't want to deal with it, I'll just use the Essence Make Me Brow, and I'll just fill them in really quick with that. And eyeshadow primers. I have 3 eyeshadow primers. That's a little excessive. But this is the Elizabeth Mott eyeshadow primer, the Thank Me Later. I love this stuff. It just makes your stuff, I really can't talk today. It makes your eye makeup last a really long time. The only thing I'll say about this is if you have sensitive eyes, I would steer clear from this, because even my eyes sometimes, especially right here, it'll get really dry and patchy from this. So if you have sensitive eyes, don't get this. If you have sensitive eyes, get this. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I love this stuff too. It says anti-crease on it, and that's true. My eyeshadow does not budge when I use this stuff. Really love it. And then I also really love the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Ugh, allergies are going crazy today. Can you see that? Because you're going to answer me. Yeah. This is the mini size, but I do have the full size. And I like the full size better because it has the applicator. This doesn't. This is just a little squeeze tube. But I feel like with this one, I would use a brush if you're going to use it, because if you don't, it'll kind of like ball up and be weird. But if you use the brush, it finishes really nice. But the Primer Potion, the full size, has the wand, and the application is so much better. Then for mascara primer, I love the Blink Backlash Primer. It's jet black, so it doesn't leave that like weird white cast that turns your lashes kind of gray. It's just full on black, so I love this stuff. And I don't prime my eyelashes all the time, but when I do, this one. And going along with that, I have the Blink Mascara Amplified. I love this stuff. It's kind of a weird concept because it's like tubing your lashes instead of putting mascara on them, because it actually creates little tubes around it. I don't know if I can show it to you on the wand, but I'll try. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell any different. Oh yeah, like right at the end there, you see how there's like a little fiber looking thing on the tip right there? That's what goes around your lashes. Like, it's not actually mascara. So this stuff is really cool, and you don't like take it off with makeup remover, you take it off with water. But what you do is you take your lashes between your fingers and you like kind of twist it up, and it just comes right off, which sounds really kind of gross, but it's really kind of cool too. And it lasts all day. It's water resistant, but it comes off with water. Doesn't really make sense, but that's what it is. And my all-time favorite, if you watched, you already know, is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I haven't tried the waterproof version yet, but I really want to, even though it kind of got a lot of hate. Like, a lot of people said that it's not the same and that it doesn't last very long, but I want to try it for myself. So if you have any opinions about that, you should let me know down below. But there's that one. I am wearing that today on my lower lashes, and I do have falsies on, but. And then eyeliner. I have 3 eyeliners. I have the Monster by Artisty In, which I wasn't sure if I loved this or not, and now I kind of do. It's a cajole pen, so it's really, really smooth, like just a touch, and it's so black, and I love this stuff. But I also love this one, which was also in my ride or die, the Marc Jacobs, what is this called? Highliner? Yeah, Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon is also my favorite. So I kind of go back and forth between those two. But for my winged liner, always, always, always Kat Von D Tattoo Ink Liner in the color Trooper. I love this stuff. It does not budge. It creates a really nice wing. And I am not good at winged eyeliner, but this stuff helps really, it helps a lot. And it's just a normal felt tip. I love it though. Sorry if I'm talking really weird today. I did not sleep much last night, and I had to go back to work from my little break, so that's always fun. And then let's do eyeshadow first. For eyeshadows, what I'm wearing today is the Venus palette by Len Crime. And I did just get this for Christmas, but this is literally all I've been wearing since I got it. I have on, where is that? I have this color, which is Divine and Creation mixed in the crease. And then I have Venus right here, all over the lid with Shell in the middle. And then I smoked it out with Muse in the outer corner. And then same on the lower lash line. And also Aura, on the brow bone and the inner corner, and on my cheeks and nose as well. I love this color. Like, this whole palette is amazing, but specifically this color is just gorgeous. So these are really, really buttery. They last a long time. I would recommend using an eyeshadow primer with them, obviously, but they're really pretty, last a really long time. I will say, if you use bad brushes with them, they don't work very well, but I kind of think that's the same for all eyeshadows. But if you're using bad brushes, the first time you use this, it's not going to perform very well. But if you use good quality brushes, it's amazing. And then I also have Wet n Wild, this glitter palette. I don't know what it's called. Don't know. Actually, one of my cheerleaders, I'm the assistant cheerleading coach at one of the high schools here. And one of my cheerleaders actually got this for me for Christmas, so I thought that was really sweet of her. And it's just really pretty. I have this pink glitter on, just very, very slightly. You can see on that eye. Just like a little tap and just all over. Just very, very slight. And I actually, for Christmas, I took this green. I did a green lip, red eye look. And I took this green and this gold and mixed them together and put them on my lips with my ColourPop liquid lip. And it was stunning. So these work really well on your lips too. And it doesn't leave them like dry feeling, surprisingly. And then these will forever be one of my favorites, the Too Faced palettes. I have the, what is this one? I forgot what this one's called. Totally Cute palette. Which these are totally cute. And I love, love, love that bottom white shade. Sorry, I just flipped you off. The bottom white shade and the green and the blue. I just love all of them. And then I have the Sugar Pop palette. Super, super cute. This is a really fun palette. Like, if you like bright colors, or not bright, but pastel colors, I would go for this for sure. It's really pretty. And I love doing like a pastel rainbow eye look, and I use this when I do that. And then the Peanut Butter palette, which this one did come out this year, so at least I got that right. I love this. If you want a matte white highlight, this is the best one I've ever tried. And this purple is really pretty. It's kind of more pink when you swatch it, but it's still really pretty. And it smells like peanut butter. Not so much jelly, but definitely peanut butter. Then my Manny MUA palette. Guess I should show you the front of it first. I did a video on this too, but I absolutely love this. And it has the Makeup Geek foiled shadows in it, 2 of them, here and here, which are my favorite, favorite, favorite eyeshadows in the world. My camera's falling. Sorry about that, guys. And yeah, so there's that. Then I also have the Swamp Queen Graveyard Girl collab. You can see my brush mess back here. That's cute. And it looks like this. Really, really pretty. Gator Wings is one of the best highlights ever. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. I did a whole video on this too if you want to go watch it. Trying to speed this along because we're already at 20 minutes. Then I have a few extra things down here. Don't mind those. Well, this one you can mind because that's a Mega Peak shadow. But these 2 rows of foiled shadows are my favorite shadows in the whole world. I did a whole video, or not a whole video about them, but my Ride or Die talked about all of these. I love these. Like, I'm not wearing any today, surprisingly, but pretty much every day, maybe look at that yellow. Pretty much every day I wear eyeshadow, I usually have these on somewhere. Or as a face highlight, I'll do that too. Which I used to do these 2 pink colors as a face highlight, and I'm pretty sure I talked about that in my Ride or Die. But I feel like now that I do it, it kind of has a gray cast to it. So I've been leaning more towards mixing this pink, which is in the spotlight, so this pink, and this gold, which is Magic Act. I've been mixing those 2 now for a highlight, which I'm not wearing today, but I think that's really pretty. I do love those. They're my favorite highlight ever. Or not highlight, eyeshadow. Now let's move on to the last category, which is lips. For lip scrub, the only 2 I use are the Honolulu Sugar Lip Scrub, and this is just a little dip one. I hate dipping my finger in here, so what I've been doing is taking like a Q-tip, and I'll stick that in there and then just rub that on my lips. But I also love this one. This is the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator, and it's like a lipstick tube, so you don't have to do that. But it looks so gross. Like, it gets beat up pretty bad. But these work really well. They have new flavors out. Cherry, coconut, and mint, I think. I really want to try the coconut one. If you have tried those, let me know what you thought of them. Then for chapstick, I have 3. I have the Nivea A Kiss of Smooth. I really like this one. It's just your simple, basic chapstick. And then one that was my favorite for a long, long time, and still is up there, is Burt's Bees Hydrating. This is the lip balm with coconut and pear. I do love this stuff, but it has been replaced as my favorite. It smells really good. If you don't like coconut and pear, you won't like it, but it's super, super hydrating. Like, if your lips are cracked, try this. It's great. But if your lips are super, super dry, like mine tend to be, I got this for Christmas from Santa, and it is my new obsession. It's the Cocoa Butter Formula by Palmer's, and I was kind of worried because I didn't think it would be cruelty-free when I got it from Santa, because he doesn't really know much about that kind of stuff, but it is, and it's amazing. It's in a weird shape, like, it's an oval, but it's amazing. Like, seriously, Christmas, when I was talking about wearing that glitter and that ColourPop lipsticks can be kind of drying, so I was worried about that, but I put that on before, and my lips did not crack at all. Like, it was amazing. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that stuff. As far as lipsticks go, I have a few. I have Too Faced Naked Dolly. I don't have the full size. I still have this little mini one. But if you want just like a really, really, really light nude lip, it's like pretty much nothing there, I'd go for this. Like, it's just simple, simple, no makeup look. And when I want that, this is what I wear. I am not looking at the camera at all. I'm so sorry. I also really like the Buxom. This is Nudist. I also like this shade for that. I don't running out of places. It's also really, really small and just like really, not small, it's small, but really, really light, and I love it for that. Then I have another nude lip. I feel like when I wear lipsticks, I only wear nudes, and when I wear liquid lips, I wear crazy colors. But this was in my Ride or Die NYX High Voltage. I love this stuff. This is a little darker. That's a terrible swatching place. This one's a little darker than those, obviously. So this is more of like a traditional nude. And it's really pretty with a gloss over it. I hate gloss, so I don't wear it on myself, but when I like do other people's makeup, I'll put a gloss over it, and it's really, really pretty. So if you like gloss, that's cool. And then I love to put this in the center of my lips when I use this color. I'll just throw this in the center, and it's so pretty. Can you even see that? There, my lights are being weird. This is NYX Harmonica, which should have been in my ride or die, but it wasn't. But I love this stuff. It's a pearlized finish, and these are only like $1.99 or something, $1.99 or $2.99. They're super pretty, super worth it. I love them. And then I have 3 more. They're all by ColourPop. These are actually all by Kathleen Lights. No, not all of them. This one's not. This is Westy. Super pretty. Just this really pretty pink color. It's like a your lips but better kind of color, at least my lips. Then I also have Lumiere, which is one of my favorites. This was a collab with Kathleen Lights. It's just a darker pink, and it's super, super pretty for like fall. You do like a really smoky eye, like grays colors are my favorite. And then put this on, stunning. Then this one I don't wear quite as often because I'm not a huge brown lip fan. But if I do go for like a grungy brown lip look, this is the only one I'll wear. And, well, there's a liquid lip I'll wear too. But this is Taurus by Kathleen Lights, which is kind of the only reason I bought it. I'm not gonna lie, but I do really like it. And then the brown lip, liquid lip I was talking about is Americano by Ofra. Oh, these smell so good. Right here. Which it's basically Taurus, but in a liquid lip form. So I do really like it. It is slightly, like the slightest redder than Taurus, but they're really, really close. Like you can't really tell a difference on camera. Then I also love the Buxom lips. You already knew that was coming because they were in my ride or die. This is what I'm wearing on my lips with this in the center. I'll talk about that in a minute though. So oh, there's lipstick on my teeth. Hope that's not been there the whole video. I don't think it has. Sorry if it has. I'm sure that was really annoying. So I'm not going to swatch that because it's on my lips. But these are my favorite liquid lip. Like, they smell like peppermint. The Ofra one smells like cupcake frosting kind of deal, normal. But they smell like peppermint and they're so good. They're not drying at all. They dry down completely matte. They're just amazing. This is the other, the balm. I didn't even tell you what that was. These are the Balm liquid lipsticks. The red one is in the shade, don't know, Committed, I think. Why does it not say anywhere? I don't know. They need to fix their packaging because you can't see it. This is Committed, the nude shade that I swatched right there. I don't remember. It's literally nowhere on this packaging. Yep. Okay. The bottom needs to fix that. Dropped it on the floor. Then I also really love the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Lipsticks. This is in the shade Chihuahua. It's the only one I own, unfortunately. But it's so, so pretty. And these don't dry down completely. They stay a little bit wet, but they're super, super comfortable to wear. You don't even know you're wearing anything. They smell like frosting and kind of fruity. Like fruity frosting. That makes sense. And then another one of my favorites are the ColourPop liquid lips, and these can be kind of drying, like I said, but they do last a long time. I think I wore on Christmas for 10 hours before I took it off, which by the end of the day it's a little bit, you need to take it off, but it's still pretty. And I don't really have a scent. This is the green shade I wore on Christmas. Super pretty. And this, I really like these because they have really pretty like normal shades, but they also have weird shades. Like this is Dr. M. It's the green that I was talking about right there. It's really pretty. I also have a blue one somewhere. This is Bianca. This is what I'm wearing in the center of my lips. Just kind of ombre out. I'm running out of places to swatch things. Super pretty. Just normal nude. I really like this one as well though. And then this one is Lumiere 2, which is obviously a collaboration with Kathleen Lights. Right there. I don't think it matches Lumiere really, but they go well together. Like if you want to put this on your lips and then put Lumiere in the center, it's really pretty. But I don't think they're the same color. And then the last one I have is called Panda. And it's this really, really pretty, I'm going to swatch it over here. It's just a stunning berry color. I really like it. Like in the tube it looks kind of intimidating, but when you swatch it, it's not as bad. It's really pretty. But yeah, that's all. Oh no, I was going to tell you my favorite movie and my favorite CD from this year. My favorite movie I don't actually have yet, but I really need to buy it. Suicide Squad, by far. If you have not seen it, you need to. I love it. It's amazing. I also really like Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy didn't come out this year though. Never mind. And my favorite album of the year is Headspace by Issues, which they're kind of like a hard rock. I wouldn't really call them metal, but they're hard rock. And it's Tyler Carter and Michael, I don't know how to say his last name, Vaughn, I think. And I love them. They're amazing. Tyler Carter's voice is angelic. My favorite song of the year and all is actually on here. It's called Lost and Found, number 3 on here. So if you haven't heard of Issues, you should totally check them out. They have this album and one other, which I think is called Diamond Dreams. But yeah, so that completes my 2016 favorites. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Hit that little bell so you get notified when I upload. And leave me a comment and a like. So yeah, bye guys.